on. Start. So it's a bit shit that picture on there, but it'll have to do.
Okay, here we go.
So good evening and welcome to the stream. Please remember to like, share and subscribe and ring that bell for
Turn
more
right.
content. Now, tonight I was gonna do a convoy on ATS, but Chucker's MP is not compatible with the latest update of ATS, so they're bringing
At the
me
roundabout,
doing
take the second exit.
a job also on the Promods 241 map with the Middle East add-on and
Exit
open
now.
board and mod. Now leaving France and I'm going across to Poland. I'm using the Sisu M series. It's a free mod by XPS and the link should be in the description.
Go straight on.
Which I'm using. Actually, it's raining in the game today, so
At the roundabout, take the third exit.
can't have fair weather all the time, so I've got this truck set up.
Exit
it's
now.
on the Cummins 405 and it has the 12+2
Keep left.
gearbox in it, where 12 plus crawler gearbox. So don't be shy, say hi and I do not bite. And welcome for spending the time here this stream. So we do have some mods enabled which are listed in the description, which mainly are the top corner small mirror, have the minimal top bar advisor, as well as Jazzy Catch trailer and cargo packer, and one or two more mods as well enabled on the profile. So we have just left. Well, we're going to Upall, right, which is in Poland, and I'll just briefly bring up the map just to show you where we're set off, because I don't know who's watching this. Good evening, Bloodwolf. This was supposed to be an ATS MP stream tonight, but I can't go on, so I just show some pro mods instead. So just leaving Reims, and I'm going all the way across to Upall in Poland. I'm using the Promods 241 and Middle East add-on, so got quite a bit of map to cover out in total. Doing SysOM mod by XPS as well, so I forgot this changes gear higher revs and others because it's a bit since I've driven this truck, but that's what it looks like. Drive on that cam, but it's not easy. Got just under 1,100 miles to go, the equivalent of on here, so we'll be taking compulsory rest stops there, and I've got the fine switched on as well, so there will be a bit of night
Keep
driving
left.
in here. Why is it all those caravans and buses that cause you the problems in this game? Mind you, I suppose that's in real life, but I haven't been able to drive for a number of years, so... No? It's good to have you here watching. Please share it out, like it, and if you want to see some more, subscribe, and if you want to be alerted, ring the bell for some alerts as well. And that's so I have got the speed limiters on as well, so got past, and I'm doing some mileage for the Road Warriors VTC as well tonight, so I do have another profile with Promods on, but it's got a lot of maps on and still getting a lot of micro stutters in it, so that's why I don't stream with that profile, but this one's not too bad. This truck, if you download it, it's available in the Mod Truck Dealer or the Scania Truck Dealer. Well, I take it my sound and things are okay tonight.
Keep right.
Well, the truck is fitted with a retarder, so it isn't too bad at all. So have you all been doing the event in that's if you want to do a sum, you can do. Or the channel banner that's up at the moment, the one with the black on, that is the one that Oddball actually made for me. So, but just want to try new banners and things if you want to make some, because I haven't got a clue. Have you been on MP tonight? Yeah, say like there's a game updated this morning for the pink ribbon event, so it's a charity event, so I know there's some a paint pack you can buy for both games, which a lot of that money off them will go to the charity, and so it's a community goal of 1 million deliveries up to now, and your personal contribution to get some rewards will be 12 deliveries in total, but That's across both games, so you can do them all in one game, half in one game, half in another, or any combination, as long as you do the minimum 12. So don't need the wipers on now. I know MP is updated, so I know Ets2's working, but servers were busy, so come on single player on here instead. But ATS, it keeps coming up, I've got a newer version than what the thing's compatible with, but they'll update it eventually. Things. And there's no minimum maximum length requirement on the pink ribbon job thing, so you can do 12 at less than 100 mile each if you can find the jobs like that. So, but they're all external contracts. And good evening if you just joined the stream. I do keep occasionally looking over at the other screen to, should I say the other screen, the other computer, to keep occasionally checking the chat, so yeah, I think the DLCs for the paint packs to go with it about £1.69 each if you're in England. What that is in other currencies I have no idea, so I haven't bought them myself. It's because I haven't got the budget in the bank account yet, so alright, like so. You find out information about it on the World of Trucks website anyway. Gives you the full info about what it's about and where it's for. So I'll complete the runs tomorrow. I've done 7 jobs up to now across both games, so can't do any on this profile because I never connect a Promods profile to World of Trucks, because a lot of incompatibilities if you do, especially take jobs and need towing. Yeah, but I checked earlier on, there's only about 60,000 done, so you'll have a bit of time to do it. Yeah, you might have a bit of a laugh here because the last few days across it, ETS2 profiles I've been driving ZF layout, and I've got this one on the Volvo 12+2 layout, so slight bit of difference if you use the proper layouts for a truck. Like I said, F1's up, then you move your stick to the right, and then there's 2, and 3's at the bottom. With the Volvo, 1's at the top, 2's below it, and 3's next to 1. And Scania, 1's at the bottom, 2's top right, 3's bottom right, if you know where I mean. So I'll still get back into the swing because this likes to up half a gear when it gets just into the red on the upper gears. It's a quite high revving engine, it's because it'll be an old engine style that's in this that likes to rev a little bit more, so you have to work them a bit more than what you do say the modern engines in the trucks. But So if you want to try this truck, it's free mods. Get it off the forum, which I've put the link in for it there. And all XPS's mods are good quality. It does the F241 DAF 95 ATI. He's got the Volvo F88, which I haven't driven yet, and this one. And also it's alright if you want to like add a bit of variety into the game. These mod trucks that's single player. The dashboard isn't bad to work out on this. It's really pretty simple really. You have banker lights, you've got your temperature gauge there, your voltmeter on your battery, you've got your tachometer, and your, don't know if that's oil pressure or oil temp there. You've got a whacking great tachograph, which is your speedo, which it has a working odometer in this as well, so you know how many miles or kilometers you've done. This is in kilometers, by the way. There you got your fuel gauge and your air tags as well there. So it's like the American truck. A lot of this in these older trucks is on gauges rather than in the computer, so it's pretty simple to work out. So and I've just gone past my sleep time, but it's not the first time I've done that in the game at all, so we'll get there. And it looks like I bored the other watchers to tears about that light, but yeah, I must be well and truly over my sleep time, so
Keep
there's
left.
a fuel and rest station coming up, so I shall just pull in here and fill the truck up as well, because without they're just under half a tank, and I'm not sure what the tank capacity of this truck is. I think it's about 600 litres, but I could
Go
be
straight
totally
on.
wrong on that one. Yeah, welcome if you just joined the stream. Doing a couple of runs in the Sisu M series mod by XPS. Link for it's in the description. I was going to do ATS MP tonight, but it isn't compatible with the newest game version at the moment due to the update this morning. Well, I just got to take me compulsory rest up here, which I'm late for because I've already been fined, but I got it before I dozed off. So it's 9 hours later now and we're back on the move. Went for another rest stop any time after about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Driving time's 11 hours if you escape, if you weren't too sure. So, seeing a sunset on the last bit, you'll see a sunrise shortly. I'm just running these standard graphics. I have no graphics mods or reshade or anything enabled, so all what you say standard game.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Currently make my way across France.
Exit right.
Left Reims, where I took this job from, and going over to Opole in Poland on a Promods map with a Middle East add-on at the moment, so going. So has everybody's day been okay? Have you had a good day? Been busy
Caution.
or what
Please
today?
mind the speed limit.
My day hasn't been too brilliant, but keep that to myself. Yeah, but make of your education, that's one thing I regret, not concentrating well enough at school to
Get
go
ready
to
to
college,
turn left.
so I did a lot of my learning after I left school,
Turn left.
what have you, so, because I wasn't very happy at school, I wasn't very settled either, through being bullied a lot, so I used to play the fool and couldn't be bothered learning much, so I've done several courses and that since I left school a few years ago, and I worked for a fair few years as well, so but at the moment I can't work, so
Go straight on.
yeah, well, that's a worthwhile career and you should never be out of work with that type of work, Bloodwolf. There's all this demand for electricians and you get paid pretty well, as far as I know. I haven't done any professionally, but I did manage to wire a new cooker in when I got it, so I know your textbooks will be expensive if you have to buy your own, because I don't know what edition you'll be on now. All the different regulations, so alright.
Caution.
Hell.
Please mind the speed limit.
It's a lot. So, no, I rent this property from like housing association. It trace it back far enough. It used to be council, so when rewired, this is on half
Get
of
ready
this
to
flat's
turn
on the
left.
old colouring in the circuits and half's on the new, so it'd be a bit of a battlefield.
Turn left.
Oh, well, that's alright if you get them for free, but if you have to buy your own, or like isn't there different parts to that training course, or like that you can go so far and do so much, and then if you do some more you can do something else, or is it just all one qualification? No. Yeah, I certainly will. But when you get qualified, if you're in my area, you can always try maybe
Get ready to turn
beyond
right.
housing who's the current owners of this property.
Turn right.
So, if you look them up, you'll know roughly the area of the country, England I'm in. I'm in the northeast. So, about 17 mile away from the place name in my name, so a bit more of a clue for you where beyond housing are based. Yeah, time you'll get qualified, they may get round to rewiring these again. It's, I think when these were done. Yeah, well you wanted to. I know apprenticeships don't pay you that well these days, but at least you've got proper apprenticeship schemes now. Like, not like when I was your age. It was get a job, go to college, or go on slave labour till you're 18. That's YTS if you didn't know what I mean. You just get £29 a week when you were 16, and then that went up to 30 something pound a week when you were 17, and that's it. That's all you used to get. Because apprenticeships were very rare when I was your age. I went on the YTS route, and what I did YTS in, they said you're guaranteed of a job with placements, what have you, but I never got offered a placement or a job after mine. So what didn't help is I did about started three different courses when I was on mine, because started off bricklaying, but I just couldn't act that, and then I did like labouring, got qualified in that, and there's still a bit of time left, so I did start the P&D, paint and decorating course, about 2 months before I was due to end my YTS, but I didn't get time to do any of that. But good luck, when you get qualified you'll be rolling in money down there. Because plumbers and electricians will make a fortune. New developments down there and people doing up old houses. Right. That's another good one. If you can get in with Microsoft you can, but stick with it. But you know, I'd stick with your electricians course, do that, and then do something on that side so you can wire people's networks and things like that in. Get your electrician's course, get used to wiring, and then you can do all sorts, can't you, as well? Like, let's wait for this traffic clearing and things, so... Try to think, will telephone wiring be any different to what you do, or is that totally different? Because that's all different bits of colour wiring shoving in connecting, but it's all really fine. Yeah, and as well, what I know it's a throwaway society, but there isn't many people that can actually around like where I am. Don't know, it's like where you are, that can actually go out and still, or people take the tellies to them, get them fixed when they're broken, because people just throw them away now and don't bother. Much with things like that. If I can get round them here. Yeah, I know there's... Yeah. So. What is it now? House needs rewiring. Is it about every 25 years? Or have they altered things?
Keep left.
I'm still thinking about when... Because I was in the upstairs flat when these were done. So... look around 2004, 2005 days were last rewired, so they've still got a few years yet before they're due. I don't know, it's just over 4 years since it had its wiring inspecting, because I did that when this one was empty, before I moved into it. Yeah, it sounds about right, because an old lady who used to live next door, she lived down here. Well, they'd been up about 4 years when she moved down here. Time, and said they were last done when they put like gas central heating in them, which was 82, so 82 to 2000 will be 20 years, so yeah. So do they still do city and guilds now, or have they done away with them? Because I know they've altered some qualifications. Some places won't recognise my care qualification now, because it's quite a good few years since I last did my NVQ. Because I've changed the system, but part about it is now they can get their NVQ in care. We just sat in college, don't actually do physical work, when ours was all work based. Because a lot of the things now are all theory and not practical on some qualifications. I know it won't be the same like with yours, because you'll have to demonstrate that you can do what you do. So
Keep left.
you know what I mean. Right, certain one of yours, elements of yours will be theory, but there'll be a lot of practical as well, with it being like a skilled trade, what you have. Yeah, wait, having no earth wire is actually a safety issue, isn't it? So anyway, I think the qualifications like what Little Doc's work based for trade are, like a lot of occupations, are actually more worthwhile if they have to do the practical side rather than just the theory. Alright, we had to do a mixture of both, but most of ours was practical. So I was going for HGV or PCV now. That's do that many different tests to get it, when I think when I took mine there was a theory, I think doing a driving test, but now it's all CPC units and what have you. Yeah. Oh. Right. So by that, it's alright putting into theory what's meant to be done, but you actually know when you got it right when you put it in the practical side, so I don't know if you're at that age yet or anything, but if you're young and you can afford it, take your driving test as well. while you're young. I didn't take mine till... I didn't take mine at 17, I took mine at about 23, which was still fairly young, so that wasn't that bad. But so if electricians work, you will need your licence eventually to drive your vans and what have you, so save up and do it, get your provisional, and do it. And if you want a backup career, in a few years time, when you've earned enough, there's living in London, there'll always be a shortage of bus drivers and wagon drivers down there, so if you think about a backup career as well, you shouldn't be out of work. And that's very sensible. I started off with 50cc motorbikes, running for a good few years. I had the de-restricted ones, but I couldn't tell you how to de-restrict one because I bought all mine second hand that were, so you know, if you're getting a bike, get a good safety lock for them when they're parked. Good security one so nobody can actually pinch them off you. There. Yeah, 17 soon. And so, if, mind you have to take a test before you can legally go on the road with them, but it's nothing too hard. But, so what size bike are you thinking about getting at 17? Are you thinking about getting a 125, which I think's maximum you can still go up to on a provisional if you've done the CBT or whatever it is these days? Which T is like a mini test. It proves that you can ride one, you know what's what we want and what have you, and that's also, if you're going motorbike route, you get used to it. So if you do the CBT, it's only valid for so many years anyway, but in the time that it's valid for, look into doing your test to get bigger ones. I don't know about limits on horsepower because I only had 50, so yeah. Wait, because you're living in London, so I don't know what roads are like down there, so you would be better off zipping in and out on a scooter or whatever you get down there, so have you actually looked into the CBT courses or whatever? Because they came in when I was 16, so I had to do my CBT. It used to be valid for about 2 years. So, and if I dig my provisional licence out, it hasn't. Wherever it is, hidden away. It didn't have the car groups on because I got it before I was 17, but I managed to take my car test on it and bus test as well. What I had, so I'm just sorry it's not going into Catton's Quarry like I did once to do straight techno load in previous truck to this. Volvo. But right, I'm 44, right, Blood Wolf, and I haven't got any kids, so I'm a bit out of touch like with new licensing things, so I can tell you what they were like when I was like your age, but yeah, it's basically how I did it. It was right way between cones and like some control, clutch if you had a clutch, and
Keep right, and then turn
gears
right.
if you had a gears on them. Have you?
Turn right.
Your control, your safety distances, and what have you, and they check that you're not weaving and wobbling all over the road. So I think the trickiest part to master on a bike is the first time you drive a manual one, or knowing when and how far to let the clutch out. And
Keep right,
that,
and then keep left.
but if you go for an auto or a semi step through type, but I don't think you can get those step through types now. Never set off
Rerouted.
with them at full revs, otherwise you'll just end up flipping the front wheel lifts off the ground and you flip over backwards with them. So that's the trick with them courses. Alright, it maybe seems expensive at first, but if you do them and pass them, and then you progress on, you shouldn't need to do them again. But because even if you did that, valid for a couple of years, then you pass your car test, because car test still gives you provisional up to a 125 on a motorbike. You would still need to do them tests again. I'm unlucky because I expect if I wanted to, I would have to do the CBT again. Yet my brother, who's 3.5 years older than me, he can just get on any bike he likes up to 125 and not have to, because yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you what I used to do with mine. It was a Yamaha D50 I had. Restricted one. When it was cold, you used to put the choke down, hold the choke down, start it, let it climb on the choke till about 2,000 revs, then let the choke off, let it tick over for a little bit, and then you used to be able to go. But with 4 strokes with a manual choke, if they've still got them on, you start it with a full and then you get it running, then knock it back to halfway,
Caution.
and then you
Please mind
gradually
the speed limit.
ease the choke in. But the bike will tell you when it wants choke or not. And it's much the same with a car with a manual choke, but they haven't been available new for years, manual choking cars. They're all automatic now.
Keep left.
We'll give you another piece of advice though. Pass your driving test in a manual car, not an automatic. If you pass in a manual, you get a full license so you can drive any. If you pass in an auto, you have to stay with automatic, or you have to take the manual test. But when it comes later on, if you want HGV or PCV, providing, if they don't alter it, providing you've got a manual car license, it doesn't matter or not if you pass those type of vehicles in automatic. I passed both mine in manual. Because that's what there was then. Car test I passed third time, bus test second. I passed. First time I failed because the clutch went on the bus I was using. And double declutching is a work of art, but once you get it right, it's like second nature. See ya.
Keep right.
If you've got to learn how to drive a car, yes, some of your family members can teach you, but it's a very stressful time on relationships and what have you to do. So, lessons with an instructor and then go out with family members like for more practice. That's if you can afford the insurance on the car to do so, because that isn't that cheap these days. So I wasn't too bad at the time because I had somebody teaching me who been driving for a lot of years, and he had his PCV as well, so
Keep right, and then exit right.
he did try to teach me in a bus, but it was just getting too stressful when I first
Exit
started.
right.
I couldn't handle the clutch, so the fella who owned the bus, he ended up teaching me for a bit, and very old-fashioned way, but it was effective. If I slipped the clutch I missed, I used to get a whack on the legs with a stick. That sharp learns you to do it right, especially if you get tapped you, it's painful. As long as your cousin's got proper insurance and things on for you, mate, pass this test I think more than 2 years, I'm sure it can. So don't ask me what cars are decent to learn in these days or cheap or what have you, because I learnt in the car, I ended up running for about 3 years, but it was an old banger I had.
Keep left.
It was a 79B Chevette, 1300 engine, and it was a 2-door saloon one I had, yellow. Yeah, oh way, well and good. Just hope he has patience because it's not easy. It's not easy learning, put it that way, but disappointment you'll want to give up and what have you, but keep persevering with it. If you don't pass your practical test first time, put back in for it straight away and don't leave it too long. And when you take your test, think of your examiner as though you're driving instructor or someone
Keep
sat
left.
there and just concentrate. Don't think that it's a driving test, just do everything correctly and what they say, you'll pass, because a lot of people let the nerves get the better of them on a driving test and that, but a lot of people go through it, so if you do, don't worry about it. And don't drive tense, just drive nice and relaxed, but don't do anything too daft on your test and you should be okay. Same as this game, if you drive tense, your son crash and make mistakes, but if you're relaxed, you don't.
Keep left.
Right. Is that like a shoot
Keep
'em up
right,
platform
and then
type of
turn
game?
right.
Because I haven't played any of those for quite a while.
Turn right.
Because
Keep right,
I
and
haven't got
then
that
turn
good
right.
coordination these days on some of them fighting games and what have you, so I can manage this alright on a wheel, but if I had to go back to keyboard I wouldn't bother playing. About an hour. Yeah. So I used to enjoy like games like that, but the coordination isn't that brilliant now, so I may try it if it's free. So do you play any of the chucking sims, or do you just like watching people play them? Well, so now the differences between the original Euro Truck Simulator and ETS2 are vast. You'll be able to control the trucks in ETS2, ETS the bit wayward and things. So if it's in a sale anytime, I'll get ETS2 and then build it up and get the DLCs. And then you can play on like maps like this, like you can come on convoys in multiplayer and what have you when you get sorted out with it as well. So have you tried the big map setup for ATS, or are you just sticking on the vanilla? No. Alright. Well, I have the original version of ETS and I have UK Truck Simulator as well, so... I did start off on like UK Truck Simulator, so which was just like a map of the UK, same cities and same map as where it is in the ETS2 game, so obviously the trucks are slightly different because there's only one recognisable brand and that was MAN. The IV cars are known as IV doors, the Mercedes Majestic, Scanias were Swift, Volvos were Valiant, Renaults were Runner, and DAFs were DAV in that game, so... yeah. Okay, Mado. Oh yeah. I think that's what I am on Steam. What my account name is. It's that long since I've checked it. Oh, that Bloodwolf. I put a name up there. I think that's what I am on Steam. That long since I checked it, so... yeah, it is. Yeah. It's actually Whitby Abbey. That. I know what you mean, it looks like a ruined castle. Yeah, that's the right one. Yeah, I've just got your thing just come up on screen here, so I'll do it next time I stop. I'll accept you. Yeah, by the way, that name there is my real name. So... well, thanks for the add-on, Steam. should really put my Steam link and that in the description of the videos or streams, so I haven't seen or heard much from Mr. Oddball today, or anybody really. Been very quiet lately. Yeah, just you, but I'm glad somebody's watching, not sounding your own, not just actually playing by myself here. It's like I've got company if there's like people watching. So if you just joined, please like, share and subscribe to the channel, and please ring the bell as well. So links to the mods I'm using should be in the description. Most of them are from the Steam Workshop or the SCS forum, so, and they should be current. The Jazzy Cat ones are linked to actually Jazzy Cat's actual website, where you'll find the various AI traffic packs and things and trailer and cargo packs for both games in there, and there should be the current version ones on that site as well. So I was going to do ATS-MP tonight, but with the game updating, yes, both games updated this morning, yet you can get on fine with ATS2 yet. ATS? No way. But I know what will be coming. Reddit Compact updated it for the event, then they'll bring another version out to when the event runs out, and then I think, I have a feeling, one or both of them will be going into the beta stage, the experimental beta. After that we'll go open beta, then a bit after that we've got the full versions, because they're promising both DLCs this year. It's 1st of October now, and they're normally release either in October or November, so I'm feeling experimental betas will be available soon for the games, but my feelings could be totally wrong there, but that's what normally happens. Next version, there'll be minor updates I would think, but next full version of the game will be 1.36 with the new DLCs in both games, so Toyota and Beyond the Black Sea,
Keep right,
I think the other one is.
and then exit right.
So,
Exit right.
that's
Finding new route.
oh no, I don't want to do that scan on that computer. Sorry, I can't make this more exciting for people. It's just, well, it isn't a job I'm on, so welcome back, Bloodwolf. So I'll accept you when I stop, when I drop off. I'll accept. Then I'll look for maybe a shortish load after I've dropped this one off, because still have 300 just over 300 miles to go, or 500 kilometers, whichever language you want to work in. You want in a rough conversion for kilometers to miles, it's 8 kilometers equals 5 miles, or 1 kilometer no, sorry, 1.6 kilometers equals a mile. Don't worry about spelling mistakes. I can't type very often without making a few. Got plenty of red lines under this description where I didn't recognise some of the words, so I'm not sad. I can even tell you which model tachograph this is modelled off. It's Lotus Clensel tachograph, and the wax paper disc that this would take in real life like shaped like a pear. The other common mate of tachographs years ago was Buddha Root, and I use a different shape cut out on the wax paper disc for the fitment, but they all record the same thing: time, distance, speed. You do, and that this that like it's stylus on, it comes round and it's like a graph wave it puts on, so it shows when you stopped and what have you. So, but nowadays it's all done electronically. There was no need for a card then. You just use
Keep left.
put your disc in, put it on driver one, drive for a bit, then used to break or work or whatever, and then to do it. That's so. They were fiddleable because they used to be able to put switches on the tachographs to actually switch them off recording, so they used to fiddle them that way. Or another common way was to put 2 discs in, and one for drive one, one for drive two, and then when they run out of hours, some of them, odd time, used to flick them over near the end of driving hours on one, get job done, flick it over onto driver two. But the fines used to be very heavy if they used to get caught fiddling the tachos, as they are now. But it was easier back then to fiddle them.
Keep
of course,
left.
Times when they first come out, you could drive on the EU driving hours, which are what's more commonly used now, or they used to be like a British set of hours, which were slightly different to the EU ones. So, but it's like it's a progression, I think so. With gearboxes in trucks and that, a lot of them still use the non-synchro mesh ones that used to have to be double clutch, but still the manual ones still do for some reason. Get in a car, just single clutch now, so you used to have to do clutch to neutral, clutch to gear, the same up and down. You have to put a few revs on when you're changing
right,
down gear, so
and then
just
exit right.
make sure that the speeds match, so it would slot into gear
Exit
without
right.
grinding them too easily. So, but
Keep right,
that isn't
and then exit right.
simulated that well in the game, so, but
Exit right.
they're different in real life to what they are. Game in some ways, in other ways they're totally accurate, so adjust that up a little bit. I did put a dashboard computer in this truck, but it's only showing up mileage because that's from Sissel's Mega Pack. They work in a lot of the trucks, so, but really fully work. It's an older truck in it. Probably didn't have the electronics for quadding in real life anyway, so it's well, Sissel M will be about 1970s, early 80s. Truck when one that this is based off was actually out. Sissel was a Finnish company, so just under 200 miles to go now. I should get it delivered without having to rest again. I'll rest when I drop it off and then I'll see about get a load too. So if you get Ets2, get all the map DLCs as well if you can get them cheap in a sale or as a pack. Then you can run Promods, which expands the map a hell of a lot. Or you go to like a big global map setup like what Wombat does in his setup, so right. It may look boring this game to some people, but it's relaxing and addictive as well, so just crossing the border from Germany into Poland. Sorry about that, I was just gets a bit annoying sometimes when that comes up, but you wouldn't say anything because it was on the computer. Lenovo scan.
Caution, please mind the speed limit.
You don't get rough roads like this in the vanilla map.
Caution, please mind the speed limit.
If you get this map, Promods, eventually there's a couple of very nice interesting areas and routes. Obviously Norway, because there's more of Norway in this in Promods than what there is in vanilla map. Iceland's interesting.
Caution, please mind the speed limit.
Longyear, Bint or Sababard, whichever you like to call it, that's got some tight twisty snow roads
Caution,
in it.
please mind the speed limit.
So, and actually, like different bits of Finland in it as well, and so there's a very tough quarry road.
Caution, please mind the speed limit.
That's classed as Russia, where it's Norwegian territory. Kukens, and there's a quarry there, and
Caution, please
it's
mind
about
the
a
speed
60
limit.
or 70 mile leading road to it that's narrow. It's got tight turns and plenty of hills and things in it, so it's an interesting area. So there's more roads in Europe as well as Promods are lads in Spain, so like the Romania, places like that in it, so as well.
Finding new route.
Right. Oh, let me say to that one, blood route, is as long as you can find one that fits you and don't drop it on the floor or risk cracking it, because a lot of them will still use like polystyrene inside, or that's what they used to use. You know. Roads light. Do I can drop the other.
Caution, please mind the speed limit.
Trail away down to see if that helps things out. So that's advisable if it's serious enough crash, because although it may look alright on the outside, the protection that's in them could be broken and won't be able to absorb stuff, so just don't know how long I'm going to get Smooth Road for, 'cause it's a while since I've done this road in Promods. So with it. Well, you say you got New Mexico for ATS before, and I'd recommend Oregon and Washington, because there's some nice scenery up there as well and what have you. and they're not like desert states like the others are. But if you go on MP and you convoy
Go
with
straight
anybody,
on.
if you say that you haven't got certain DLCs, they should accommodate something with it, or I would anyway, if you're on one with me. Any point, so... Right, you don't have to be in a VTC at all to convoys, you can... Well, because mine aren't simply VTC ones, so... But the mileage I do's recorded for VTC, but it's automatically set up to by your truck's book. Which you can set up your own VTC and just have yourself in it, so your truck books keep a record of what miles you've done and things like that. You get Ets2 and you're not sure which country lights are compulsory on through the day, which ones aren't, just leave your headlights on, then you can't get hammered for it. Same as MP, keep your temperature and your lights on most of the time, so don't get kicked for no lights at certain times of day on that. It took a while picking that up. I don't drive an outside cams too often when that happens. So
Keep left. Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
about 40 miles to go. Bye bye.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right. Turn left.
They're not far off dropping off now. Less than 20 miles.
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
Right, so the go around the drop off, and it's Chamarai, or however you pronounce it. If it's same as the one that's modelled in the base map of the game, they're very tight entrances to it, so that might not go too well. But I may do it. First time, you never know.
Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left.
Make your mind up, Mr. Volvo. And the AI are crazy, no matter if you use traffic mods or not in this game. I don't know how to yield properly. Good evening, chap. And how are you this evening? So this isn't the stream I was hoping to put out tonight, but
Keep left, then turn left. Turn left. It was a nice ride.
oh, they have a mod in that adds things into the drop-off point, so some of them are a bit busier than others, but it's not the really hard parking mod. It's the company add-on mod that gives a few trucks in different places, like so. Reverse is only on that bank in this truck. Yeah, I'm not bad. I'm just dropping this delivery off. I'll go and fill me cup up with water, and then I'll pick another job, and I shall do that. So, currently in Poland. I brought this load over from Reims. I'll drop off. I'll leave the map up, and then I'll be back in a minute. Just I'll go and over to the rest stop because I think I have just over an hour left driving time, so I might as well start the next job on full driving hours. Play the map up now. Take a short break there, so yeah, Poland. I'm using Promods 241 with a Middle East add-on, so there's plenty of map I haven't been to yet. So just back in a minute. Oh, I'm back, so see what type of jobs are available from here. Looks like an interesting load, so I think I'll take the fire engine up to Gavel in Sweden.
Time to get the job done.
So I'm just going ironically,
Turn
after
left.
that rest period, back to where I dropped the previous load off.
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right. It's all over now. Let's do this.
So I just picked up here, just going up to Gavel in
Turn right.
Sweden, which is part of Promods Sweden. Good evening, Vig, and how's yourself this evening?
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
Yeah, good. Good to hear.
Keep left.
This isn't the
and then
stream at
turn
all I
left.
was planning tonight. I was planning a ATS-MP convoy, but they haven't updated it for games, so...
Turn left.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm fine, Pig. No problems here. I'll tell you a little bit about the truck I'm using. Using the SysOM by XPS. I've got the Cummins 400 in it. It's on the 64 and the 12 plus crawlers or 12 plus 2 gearbox in it, so yeah, it's worthwhile once you get it to work. Well worth it, but optimization in some areas isn't not brilliant, but you'll enjoy it, Big. This profile just have Promods and the Middle East add-on on it, and I've got the open border mod for down there, so don't have to keep crossing different countries by ferry driving them. Promods, don't worry if it takes a while on the first load, because each load after that's a lot quicker. When I read a profile global map, but one that does. That took me in about an hour to do the first load, but after that it's a couple of minutes, if that now, so.
Get ready to turn right.
So have you been streaming much today, Big?
Turn right.
Yeah, I did see you stream, the video of it on Twitch the other day when you were getting trolled. Just want to know if you've heard any comeback from that yet, but I will clip every incident and still put it in because you have so long to submit them. Alright, see, didn't very often I venture onto Twitch anyway, so I do come across you now and again when I'm on there. So should be about 80 if I've guessed right. Yeah, big as can. There's a place on the Promods map, it's called Kirkens. If you want a difficult haul, the quarry up there. In and out's fairly challenging for that place. Yeah, thanks a lot, Blood Ninja. A lot for dropping in and spending some time with me and for doing the share there as well. So I haven't been streaming, I haven't done that many streams myself, so still getting used to some things on it.
Caution, please mind the speed limit. Caution, please mind the speed limit.
Yeah, it is like, got 50 subs now, so that's more than I thought I'd ever get, like, so it's coming up slowly but surely. Wait, at least I've got a ban of some description, Big. That is good that I'll actually take some action for you. Because the amount of reports that happen and no actions come of them is ridiculous. So I'm still hoping at some point this week to do a convoy on ATSMP. Probably wait till later in the week now.
Keep left.
yeah, I'll just let it grow steadily. That's say I started with none, so as everybody does, and up slowly. Just engagement with the audience. I'm not that brilliant with yet, but I'll get there. But it's certainly got more since I started live streaming than what did just with the putting the videos up. So it was worth the extra investment in fibre to be able to stream. Because the other internet I can't stream with it, it's too slow. Just be normal broadband. All I need now is a better computer. Yeah, I'll see you around, Bloodwolf. You've added me on Steam, so you'll know when I'm around. You'll probably see which game I'm playing from on MP or not if you're in any of the Discords that I'm in. The oddballs or raised mainly. So, good evening and welcome to the stream. If you've just joined, please like, share, subscribe and ring the bell if you want to see more live stream, notified when I live stream or upload a video. There's a fair few videos on my channel on
Keep right,
aspects of the
and
game
then exit right.
and jobs with things as well on both ATS and ETS2.
Exit right.
And on there you'll find like an idiot's guide which explains a few different aspects of the game. I've done some truck
Turn
reviews
right.
on the channel in the Agency Driver series on ETS2. Review like most default trucks. Recently the truck review up about the Renault T, where I did a job in that truck and I showed you the customization what's available for it as well. So I've used it in a couple of live streams now as well, so there's plenty of content for you to check out on my channel. And everything that I've done has been made possible by mainly one person encouraging me and helped me with my settings. So that's Oddball76 Gaming, which has helped me a hell of a lot with stuff. Same as Race Sim has helped me a lot as well. This BTC, the Road Warriors I'm working for, so around and yeah, check out either of those two people's channels, it'll be appreciated. So if you can, is give Oddball76 some watch time on some
Go straight on.
his videos when you're able to, because if you're unaware, he had an accident and he's unable to play games himself or stream much, so still give him some watch time. But he's getting on the road to recovery, but it'll be a few weeks yet before he's able to game or stream. Hello to my one remaining viewer. Sorry it's not exciting this, but I'm not a flamboyant or exciting person in real life, so just get used to things. bloody AI about bad driving. Well, if you're watching this, don't be shy and say hi. I don't bite very often. So I haven't got my teeth in, so I can't at the moment. But take this job up to Sweden and then call it a night, but still have a good bit of distance to go. Well, do keep occasionally looking over at the chat, so if you type something I will answer you. There, so there you get fined for the least little thing. They don't even give you enough time to overtake, and yet the road wasn't double lined. The fine system in this game is very, very corrupt sometimes, but to keep it realistic you have to leave it on, or you can always be sick of getting fined for nothing. You always switch it off. More unrealistic. So I'm what realistic fuel consumption, realistic air brakes, got the fines and fatigue switched on. So with the driving time and rest being split over 20 hours, so it's inevitable that eventually will work into do a lot of, sometimes you do bulky driving at night and then like cycles round to cycle, but ferries affects, use ferries, it can affect that as well. So I think switch fatigue simulators off and always have it driving through the day, but I like to keep it a little bit realistic if I can. So welcome to the channel. If you just joined, please remember to like, share and subscribe and ring the bell for some more content when and then you'll be notified when I go live or post a video. I haven't done a lot of streaming on my own, and I'll be able to say tonight was supposed to be a convoy with a few friends, home around on ATS, but with the game updating earlier today, Chucker's MP, as of when I started the stream, was still not compatible with the new version. Decided to stream this single player ATS, and I will stream a convoy when I can get one organised when Chucker's MP is compatible again with ATS. The link to the mods I'm using is the description, also the ones I recommend. So most of them are Steam Workshop links or Steam Forum, with the exception of Promods, which is a direct link to the site, which you can download Promods for free if you so wish, or it's well worth giving a donation of around about €1, and then you'll get the files all downloaded in one go, and contributes to the map maker so that can continue to develop this excellent map expansion for Ets2, which the things to run. And you can also get a trailer and cargo pack, which costs, wait, it works out, it costs around about 50p. Same as Middle East add-on that you're not forced to run will cost you another 50p, but you do need all the map DLCs for the game to be able to run Promods. But gives you more cities in some of the countries from the default map and DLCs, as well as some cities in additional countries like Spain. There's some in Bulgaria, Romania, Macedonia, and a few more places in Poland and Germany and Sweden and Finland and things like that. So it is well worth downloading, and on a whole it's fairly well optimised, but there is some areas that aren't as well optimised as others, but that's the same as it is in some of the areas of SCS maps. So, but to make the game a bit more interesting, you can always
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
try Jazzy Cat's trailer and cargo packs, his AI packs and things like that to really change the games around a bit for yourself. So there's no need to spend big money on mods, because you can get a lot on the forum and on the workshop for free. This truck is a free mod, it's by XPS and it's on the forum, as well as there's a good amount of truck mods on there that you can read about the development of some of them and read people's views on them as well, same as you can with the workshop. But before you download a mod off the workshop or install it, you can read what other people say and check that it is compatible with the current game, because not all of them are and things. So, but if you'd like to know anything about the games or anything in general, providing it's within the stream guidelines that's posted in the rules, I'll be willing to answer you as best I can. I'll try and do a little bit of 8cam here, but I'm not that brilliant at driving on it. But you see the truck and sort of what we've got on, which is a load that's part of the Jazzy Cat trailer and cargo pack. It's like a big fire engine I've got on at the moment, so not. So I do drive for a VTC, the Road Warriors, which is run by Race Sim, which there's a link to his channel on some of my recommended channels, or if you just search for him on YouTube, you'll find a link to his page, and if you want a link of any of his trucking videos, there is a trucks book link which I haven't got able to stream computer because I've forgotten to put it in, but Chinese VTC, there's a few requirements. We use truck books, you have to be over 16, and there's some mileage requirements, and they are 1,000 miles in ETS2 and 1,000 miles in ATS a month. But if you only own one of the games, up to the company is just let Ray or any of the other managers know, and then the requirement will be 2,000, but you do have to be over 16 to join.
Go straight
And
on.
we're a small friendly bunch, and Ray does a lot of streaming as well. He does like global big map episodes on ETS2 and on ATS, as well as he does regular convoys as well. BTC. I do convoys myself. I've done a few now, and well, convoys are up to anybody who wants to join us. But if you are in our VTC and are on a convoy, there is a company skin which is currently it's black and white, and it's the canopy skin. So if you see any of my convoy videos that I've done on ATS2, what friends or some of Ray's when it convoy, you'll actually see what the formation is. It's mainly white with black on, but we use the canopy skin. So I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing and you're giving me a thumbs up. Well, it's a thumbs down. Don't mind either way. If there's anything I could do better, let me know. If there's anything I aren't doing right, let me know. So, if you have any feedback, positive or negative, I like to know, because I'm new to streaming and I'm trying to do my best, but sometimes I do need feedback, as most people do. So if you leave a comment when it's a video, I will answer it and acknowledge it, or if you put it in chat. You as well, so I've just over 1,000 kilometres to go, but I know that some of that distance will be taken up by a short ferry trip. I'm going
Keep right, and then turn right.
up into Sweden with this load, which I am going to Gabel
Turn right.
with it, and it's like a type of fire truck emergency type
Caution.
of vehicle.
Please mind the speed limit.
I'm actually hauling. There was a CISO series, it's the Cummins 400 engine in it. It's got the 12+2 gearbox in it as well, which I've shifted manually at the moment, so I'm trying to obey the traffic rules best I can.
Keep left.
But with the AI sometimes that isn't always possible. Very like where it is, although I am using Sith traffic mod as well as Israel AI traffic sounds, but I have the game sounds and things turned down at the moment, so you actually unfortunately hear me speak. Fortunately, this is night time hours, where it's how the driving hours
Go
are
straight
worked
on.
out, so just got 30 in the morning, so it'll soon be getting some daylight here. And I've just realised I'm down to just under a quarter of a tank, so I'd better be getting some fuel when I pass one. Here, so I'll just sit quietly and enjoy my drive. I'll occasionally check my chat, so
Caution, please mind the speed limit.
74, 72. It's difficult to work out where the cruise control is actually set because there's no display for it, so just have to second guess it most of the time.
Keep left.
So we have just under 600, just over 600 miles to go now, or 970 kilometres. Leicester Ferry, which I don't think is a vast distance here, we're heading for.
At the roundabout, take the first exit. Exit now.
I'm just watching myself coming around that roundabout. There's a bit of delay on the straight to what's actually in game, so I didn't do too bad there. So the ferry I'm taking will either be up into Sweden or into Denmark, and then we'll be able to make our way then across to our drop-offs.
Go straight on.
Drop-off. So it's about time they give us
Caution.
actually
Please mind the speed limit.
multi-drop in this game, because that is one thing that would heighten the realism a little bit more. We could say you got a trailer, you had to drop some goods off in
Go
one
straight
city
on.
or business, and then go to another business and drop off there as well. But
Caution, please
that
mind the
may
speed
come
limit.
one day, or it may not. So I'm just hoping I've got the right road here, because we're being on trees so fast on this ferry. I've always gone the wrong way, but
please make a U-turn when possible.
Got it right this time.
Finding new
change,
route.
so
Make a U-turn.
heading onto the ferry. Brake on, lights off, engine off. See where we go. So it's loaded up. So I'm going up to there. So take the ferry to Yastad Rafhausen. She's, I don't know if that's part of Denmark or Sweden. I think it's Sweden. So and then we'll make our way up to Gabel, which is going up north in Sweden. So we're in Sweden. We have to have lights on through the day. Get underway again. Take our distance now to go down to 743 kilometers, which is
Get ready to turn right.
less than 500 miles. Because 500 miles is 800 kilometers, so
Turn right. At the roundabout, take the third exit.
play a bit of Russian roulette with.
Exit
Now
now.
that might be offensive to Russians, but it's a well-known saying for putting yourself in where there could be an element of danger. Chance statement, so just going to pay expensive and fuel up here so I don't run out on the way up.
Finding new route.
At all, so for Sweden, Denmark and Norway, Svalbard and Iceland's fairly expensive for fuel.
Turn left. Turn left. Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Sure and clear level crossing, yes I am. Just. Make our way out of town and then we should hopefully get on some better
At the roundabout,
roads that haven't
take
to
the
come
second
through
exit.
a town with it, so
Exit now. At the roundabout, take the second exit. At the roundabout, take the second exit. Exit now.
Thank you for still watching, if you're still there. Please remember to like, comment
Keep left.
and subscribe. And ring the bell for more content from myself. Well,
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
that was my mistake there, for not looking at the road ahead properly and looking over at
Exit now.
the screen, just checking the chat.
Keep right.
So we still have over 400 miles to go, but we'll still get these miles knocked off, I hope, without too many more problems anywhere in the game. Cruise control at 82, and then make the journey a little bit quicker, and also going to over shouldn't increase speeding fine, so
Go straight on.
there's a little bit of tolerance in the game to allow for that, but much more than that, you risk speeding fines. These trucks aren't speed machines anyway, but it's an older retro truck as a term, so yeah, good evening Ray. Say, I was going to do MP tonight, but it isn't compatible. Thanks for dropping in, Ray. It's been fairly quiet. I had about 6 watching at some point, but 6 were gone, and so just make my way up to Gavel in Sweden, and I've got to, well, I'll show you what I've got on. It's like a fire engine on.
Go straight on.
And I'm in the CISO XBS, but yeah, it is. Ets2's compatible, and that updated this morning, so and this is just me Promods and Middle East profile, so I've done a few jobs in ATS today for the Pink Ribbon event, and I managed a couple in ATS too, but there should have been 2 more.
Keep
but
right,
I flipped
and
my
then
truck,
exit right.
I flipped my truck 3 times today on external, so I lost those contracts.
Exit right.
But I should be well up with them, if you know what I mean. Really? When I get this job that'll tell me for tonight, so I'll do what you shouldn't do here. Because I drive like this anyway, so, so you know. Not really, just leisurely small jobs. I think there's still about 5 to do for that event, so I haven't bought the paint packs. Can't afford them, so well, at least for this event it's 12 jobs in total. It doesn't
Go straight
matter
on.
which game you do them in, so And Lean, so with Critchburn, has released a stock sound version for the Renault T as well. It's a combination of the sounds like it's a combination of the Volvo sound what they had and the Renault Premium, because they mixed them up a bit. Right, I shouldn't say it, but somebody has to put the miles in for those that don't. Anyway, I hope you're feeling better. So, I had a
Go straight on.
time this morning. I had to get up really early, go for a bus at 6:30 to be at hospital for about, well, it's supposed to be 9:30. Got just over halfway there, phone call saying the appointment had been cancelled. Alright, wait. I do keep trying to promote now and again, Ray, but I haven't had that bigger audience in, so plug it. I'll have to get the link onto the computer that I monitor the stream on, so I can put it in the chat more easily. Ah, you're welcome, Ray. You're welcome. I think it's been a quiet night all around, actually, anyway. I know Massey was streaming earlier, I don't know if it still is. Wombat was streaming as well. But that map he was using is €25. The Express version he had on that stream. Just pull over and bring the map up for you, Ray, show you where I am on it. So, Carl's Corona, Jock Pig, and then going up into Gavel. There, so. Yeah, it's not bad at all, that. Previous one I've done, from Range to Opal, where I picked this one up from Poland, so couple of nicest runs. Yeah, I'd forgotten that there was...
Keep left.
They look flat roads, but they're rough. Some areas of Poland, but you've probably been all over the map by now.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
So... Right, so... if you just joined, please remember to like the video, subscribe, and ring the bell if you'd like some more content.
Please mind the speed limit.
Check out some of the videos on my channel, and have Mr. Ray Sim in chat, so I'd like to check out his channel as well, where there's links to be able to join the Road Warriors as well. If you're over 16, it's requirements are 1,000 miles a month in Ets2, 1,000 miles a month in ATS, but if you only own one of the games, if you let one of the company managers know, you'll be able to accommodate you, and then the requirement would be 2,000 miles a month minimum. A good friendly bunch. We do regular convoys as well. Some of them are streamed and some aren't, so keep an eye on. Also, you can join Race Sim's Discord channel as well, so sort of find out what's going on and things with the people in there. A good friendly bunch in there, so shouldn't have any worries at all about anything. Ah, you're welcome, Ray. Let's go. And welcome if you just joined the stream there. So it's back up to 3 watching now.
Go straight on.
So if you don't understand the kilometres to mileage conversion, you have just over 300 miles to go. Kilometres because principally this truck's tachograph is in kilometres, and the predominant amount of driving in Europe, so I thought I'd keep realistic by keeping this profile on the kilometre scale.
Keep right,
rather than
and
miles,
then exit
what
right.
I'm used to. Amen.
Exit right.
That's so. I was brought up with both, so I know the rough conversions. 8k is 5 mile. Or 1.6k is 1 mile, so that's the easiest conversion I was taught, so yeah, I'm just taking it easy. I'm picked up a few crash vehicle offences like, but no speeding fines on this run yet. I'll try to go this month without clocking race miles, but I can't guarantee it. I did stream some ATS last night, Ray. I don't know, can't remember if you dropped in or not. A couple of jobs in the KW100 on the big map. Set up on that. Yeah, I know what you mean, Ray, about the skills. Can confuse me sometimes as well, but I cannot work out miles litres per 100 kilometres. I have to go by proper MPG. And that's 10 to 8. Press buy. You're welcome, Troubleshooter. I appreciate for joining me. So, saying in the description, I'm using the Promods 241 with the Middle East add-on, and I've got the Open Border mod installed. But if I take any more jobs down there, and I'm in the CISO series by XPS. Got the Cummins 405 engine in it, and I've got the 12+2 gearbox in it as well. And install it, you can get it in the mod truck dealer or the Scania truck dealers that's in Europe. You can get it in. So there's a few different engines, chassis ranges for it. You can put a Rolls Royce engine in or a Cummins engine like I have here. I'll just make my way up to Gavel in Sweden. So let's quick look at the truck. Oh, I'll have to stop trying to drive on outside cameras on screen. Oh, it crash vehicle may offend sport. Oh, then. Oh, it's all going wrong now. Doing so well with this load. Yeah, I'm damaged the load though. The truck's fixable later. Yeah, I'm getting tired now. I've been up since about 5:30 this morning. So I've 200 miles to go, or 320 kilometres, whichever scale you want to work in. So, but how's your day been, Truffle? Has it been alright? Yeah, wait. Normally, sometimes I do on an afternoon for half an hour or an hour or so, but I was that wound up after this morning that I couldn't, so, because I was wound up and tense. I did a couple of jobs on Ets2 on external, because I was doing the pink ribbon event. I flipped the truck a couple of times, so I just come off and just try to calm down for a bit. Reasonably calm now, just tired, that's all. Truffle, I'll tell you something now, I used to sleep all day. From about 10 o'clock in the morning till about 5:30 at night, I used to sleep every day. Then I get up, have something to eat, have a bath or a shower, depending. Then and then go to work all night. So anyway, sometimes after I've had my tea and I come back up my flat from my mum's, because she still cooks, like, we have made meal like on a take time about 5:30, 6 o'clock normally, and times I've been
Go
able to come
straight
up
on.
from there, sit down in the living room, read paper a bit, telly on, and then I can crash out till after 11 or 12 o'clock, but I haven't done that for ages, so, but it does catch up with you, especially if you've been busy and stuff. Right, where I was working, I used to finish at 8 on a morning, then about a mile walk to get bus, which was a bit out of Saltburn, last place I worked, so now if I needed any shopping, I used to nip into the Sainsbury's, get my shopping what I needed, and then get bus back home about 9 o'clock, so I was in about 9:30. Yeah. Have something to eat, sit down and watch, I'll admit this, watch maybe Emmerdale or EastEnders, because I used to, back in that, I used to record them so I could watch them on the morning when I got in, and half the time I didn't even used to see the end of them, go to sleep, so not there that I used to get up, have a shower, right, you want to shower, I had to go down to my mother's for one, lived a few doors, still lives a few doors down, and upstairs flat, or flat have a bath, show me uniform was clean and what have you that needed, and then sort it out and then go to work. Last place where I worked, we've been only one that was waking on a night. Couldn't sleep, because if you got caught sleeping it was instant dismissal, so that way. But when I was in Northern nursing home, just be able to get about an hour on a night. So yeah, last place I worked, shifts that I was on was 9 o'clock at night till 8 o'clock in the morning. Do that, supposed to be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday one week.
Caution.
Wednesday,
Please mind the
Thursday,
speed
Friday,
limit.
Saturday the following week, but with sickness cover and maternity leaves and what have you with the others that work nights. There's one time I ended up working about 8 weeks of alternate nights, and that just about killed me mentally as well as physically. Because I would have had about another 5 or 6 weeks of it if I hadn't said anything. Well, during that time I was fighting the codeine addiction as well, that didn't make things any easier either, but if I got through it, or if I was gonna have a pretty fit or anything, I used to have to wake up, was up sleeping, but half the time it was the shifts, it was the senior carer, and she was grumpy and bad tempered if you used to have to
Keep
wake her up
left.
too much and stuff, but that's just the way life was, and crumbled because frankly I got addicted to the codeine. It was after my dad died actually, so I was on it myself, but or something. So, and then
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
I got addicted to it. Was it through that addiction? I got got contract terminated where I was working, and
Caution.
then
Please mind the speed limit.
we had a breakdown because addiction, and
Keep
it
left.
took me quite a few months to get off the codeine. I went to the doctors and I thought he'd take me off it straight away and give me something else alternative, but no, because
Caution.
they
Please
take
mind
the
the
amount
speed
I was taking, I had to keep me on it, but it on a step down dose and another medication to counteract the effects of that, and I had to have like liver tests and that done, which I still do have to have them regular to check that it didn't damage the liver or kidneys too much with the amount
Keep
I was taking,
left.
because I was taking 30 microgram tablets, which were the prescription only ones. Or when I run out of my prescription, I then went on to the 8s, but I was taking, you can imagine, about 100 a day of them. Actually, I used to go to quite a few of the chemists to get them as well, so different ones, but I kept
Keep
not
left.
having to go back to the same chemist like every other day. I used to have to space them out. It was hard, but a lot of help and support, but I did manage to get off them, but a little bit, and I must admit I have been and used the services of Mind as well, so, but so it's just your life. Yeah, it was, so I didn't realise I had a problem, and then all of a sudden it dawned on me that because obviously taking that lot, everyone's been on them, they'll know one of the side effects of it. And a lot of people were surprised that I wasn't actually walking around like a zombie asleep half the time, but I wasn't, because I used to when I started off with a addicted, I used to need more and more, but it was a step up gradually to that amount. It didn't affect me, but
Go straight on.
I had a problem when basically I could go 2 or 3 weeks without going for, should I say, a number 2. So with that, I kept getting a lot of stomach pains with the constipation with it, like, so. But I don't know which was worse, staying on the codeine or having to have the fleet laxatives what they have to give me to clean me out, and after effects, like, so. I still have to go regular blood tests and what have you, check liver function, but it's been okay, so. The say was,
Go straight on.
but I'm lucky I wasn't dead with them or severely damaged to my liver, but if I'd been drinking heavily, been drinking at the same time as them, I would have done. So he has yeah, it won't be long before he does, but yeah, without things and that, so, but it's just, hey, you know, but I guess everybody's had the problems otherwise, but even now I can't have I won't buy codeine or cocodamol, but I'm prescribed, but so it would have been something like tramadol, it could have been a lot worse, really, so yeah, I don't normally like doing this, but I'll counteract that sleep thing because just knock that off for a little bit. Yeah, that's why with tramadol, GP only prescribes them in short doses, doesn't he? Normally. So yeah, my chucker won't pass out now. Well, when I drop this load off, I'll find a sleep place and sleep and then reactivate that because I've only got about 60 miles to go now. And let's say this will be last job, so try to pick another job up somewhere. Another day with this profile. This isn't the only profile I have with Promods on, but the other one, it's got like the globe and big map, but there's got a lot of micro stuttering on that, so I'll play on it, but I won't stream on it. Yeah, still going, but yeah, after you left me, Blood Wolf, took another job after I dropped off in Poland. I'm going up to Caval in Sweden, nearly there, so but I'm going to call it a night when I've dropped this off.
Keep right.
Yeah, well,
and then exit right.
When you first take them, you can feel like a zombie, but once you get over that,
Exit
you'll find
right.
it eases, and then you're alright for a while. But if you've been on them a while, then they start to lose effect, so you have to take more.
Turn right.
And then more, and then more, and then it can spiral into a great problem till you realise that you actually have the problem, and then get help. So, but yeah, Trouble. Have you tried to come off them, or seen if you can come off them?
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
If you've been on them a while, they just won't stop me straight away. They give you something
Exit
else
now.
to counteract some of the effects, and then
Get ready to turn right.
I know some people need to for
Turn right.
pain and what have you, but that's another addictive one as well as tramadol.
We are finished.
So I keep forgetting reverse is only on one bank of the gears in this truck. Hopefully that'll be somewhere near going in. Yeah, wait, you have to watch because a lot of medicines can counteract and react with other ones, so it's taking sometimes. So just go across the rest stop and fix the truck as well while I'm over there. too bad, but it's mod truck, so prices are a lot cheaper than a standard truck to repair. To there, ammo. I should put the, while I remember, put the fatigue back on. Right, and that concludes tonight's stream, so thanks for watching, and please join me again when stream, which hopefully won't be too long, and it may be an ATS convoy or more of this map combination. So 10 for now, stay safe on them roads, and goodbye.